What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're going to be drawing Piper from Brawl Stars. Let's get started in the center of our page with the eyes. So move over to the left and start with the upper eyelid. Starting on the outside, we're going to draw a half oval. We're going to curve up towards the top, round out the eye, and just pull that back in. Let's do the same thing on the right side. We're going to line up the inside and draw that half oval going up to the same height, and then bend that down on the outside. Then we're going to connect the outside to the inside with a slight curve coming down the bottom of the eye and then back up. Now we're going to draw two ovals for the pupils, but we're going to push them in towards the inside of the eye. So let's start on the left. At the very top, curve around towards the bottom, and then pull that back up towards the top. Let's do the same thing on the right. We're going to line this up, curving in, and then back up towards the top. Let's fill the pupils in black. Now let's add the thick eyelashes. From the bottom corner of the eye, I'm going to step up, draw a straight angled line going up and out. Now we want to create a point. We're going to angle back in. Let's do that one more time. Going up and out, and pulling that back in. And then from here we're going to curve up towards the top and then blend that in towards the inside edge of the eye. So we're going to go up and then blend that in. Let's do the same thing over on the right. We're going to line this up, start on the inside going up, round it out, and then come down towards the same height that we have on the left. Angle up and out, and then come back in. Do that one more time. Going out, and then pull that all the way in towards the side of the eye. Let's fill the lashes in black. Now we're going to move to the center and draw the nose. Let's start over on the left side. We're going to draw a curve coming down and then up. I'm going to step up and draw a short curve in the opposite direction for the bridge of the nose. Now we're going to step down again and draw a curve for the mouth. Starting on the left, come down, and then back up. Let's move up and draw on the eyebrows. From the top of the eye on the left, we'll step up. We're going to curve down and then in. Let's line this up on the right, curve out, and then up. Now from the inside, we're going to draw a straight line coming up just to match the height that we have on the outside. And draw a straight line from the outside to the inside of the eyebrow. Now in the middle, we're going to step all the way up to the top, start with a point. I'm going to curve down around the eyebrow and then out toward the side of the head. Come down. I'm just going to bend that out. Do the same thing on the right. Coming down, and then out. Now I'm going to add the hair along the side of the head. Starting back on the left, I'm going to curve out, and we'll just bend that in. Let's do the same thing on the right. We curve out, just going to line this up along the bottom. And then from the bottom, we're going to curve in towards the eye, and then back out. Try to leave a little gap in between the outside line. And we'll tuck the bottom of the head in behind the hair. So we're going to step up along the side, and curve down underneath the mouth, and then we'll just pull that back up on the right. Now we go back to the center and draw a straight line going up the seam of the hair toward the top of the head. And then from here we're going to curve up, round up the side, and come back in towards the side of the head. Let's start with the left side first. We're going to go up, round up the side, and then just pull that in. We'll go back to the center and do the same thing on the right. Going up, rounding out the side, and then in. And then we'll add the bun tucked in behind the top of the head. We'll start on the left side. We're going to draw a half circle, coming up, and then down on the right. Let's add the ears along the side. Starting right here, curve up, round up the ear, and then pull that in behind the side of the head. Now we're going to add a hairpin on the left side of the head. Let's start with a circle. Starting from the top, we'll go all the way around and back up towards the top. Now I'm going to add the wings. On the top left, I'm going to curve up and then back in towards the top. I'm going to come down towards the bottom right and go in the opposite direction. Do that one more time along the bottom. Starting down here, we draw a smaller half circle. And the same thing on the bottom. Let's add 2 small dots along the top. One along the top, come down, then we'll draw a curve for the mouth. Now I'm going to move down and draw on the side of the body. Over on the left side, just underneath the head, and curve out and then down towards the hip. Line this up on the right, curve out in the opposite direction, towards the same height. Now we're going to connect the hips with a curve, coming down and up, and we're going to step up and draw that twice. I'm going to move back up and draw on the collar. We're going to start with a small half circle. Starting on the left, we'll curve down and then up, and then we'll add in the collar. From the center, I'm going to curve down and then pull that up underneath the head on the left. Go back to the center, curve down and up on the right. Now coming back down towards the hip, we're going to curve out the side of the dress. Let's start with the left side. Curve out and then down towards the bottom. Go to the right and do the same thing, curving out and then down. And then we'll connect the left side to the right with another curve, coming down in the middle and back up on the right. Now we want to add a pattern along the bottom edge of the dress. So we're going to start in the center. Start with a small half circle, coming down and then up. Now we want to repeat these half circles going out towards the side of the dress. So start on the left, coming down and up. And just go back and forth from left to right just to balance this out. And we'll do one more coming up towards the side of the dress. Now moving back up underneath the belt, we're going to add 2 pleats. One on the left, curve out and then down. Go to the right and do the same thing. Let's add the puffy shoulders on the side of the body. So on the left side, underneath the head, draw almost like a circle, curving around and then tucking that back up underneath the body. Let's do the same thing on the right, curving out, rounding it out, and pulling that back in. Let's draw the left arm on the hip. So we're going to start on the side of the shoulder, curve out, and then down towards the elbow. We're going to round this out and then come up towards the wrist. Come down and into right about there. Now we're going to overlap the hand on top of the wrist. Step up, down, and then in just beside the dress. Now we're going to tuck a couple fingers in behind the palm. We step up, curve out, and then in. We'll draw one more finger in behind. Step up, curve out, and then up in behind the bottom of the forearm. Now we want to draw on the top of the forearm. From the elbow, we'll step in, curve up, and then down in behind the body. I just want to fill in that gap with a straight angled line. We're going to draw a series of small half circles along the edge of the sleeve. So let's start at the very top, curving out and in. We'll just repeat this all the way in behind the arm. Now the arm on the right is going to be holding the umbrella over the shoulder. So underneath the sleeve, we're going to step down and curve up and then out towards the wrist. Now we'll curl around the thumb. Going up, come down towards the tip of the thumb. I'm just going to wrap this around and then go back up. Then we'll add the palm, curving down and then in. Let's add 3 fingers. Now we're going to curl the first one in behind the thumb. So draw a half oval, going out and in. Step down and draw that again, curving around and then tucking that in behind the thumb. We'll do that one more time, going around and then up. Now she's going to be holding the umbrella in an angle going in behind the head. So let's start with the bottom and draw a curl. From the bottom of the finger, we're going to come down and out, and then round this out and then go back in. We're going to round up the tip. I just want to follow that curve going back up underneath the fingers. Now we move up above the hand, draw a straight angled line from the inside going out. Now I'm going to continue these 2 lines of the handle going up above the fingers. So the outside and then the inside. And we'll finish off the umbrella. On the inside, we're gonna go straight up in behind the head. Do the same thing on the outside. Now let's finish this off at the bottom of the arm. From the finger, we're gonna step out underneath the handle, curve down, and hook that in. Step back, curve down the bottom of the arm, round at the elbow, and then pull that in behind the body. And that's pretty much it. There's Piper from Brawl Stars. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your request in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.